Morning YouTube. Well, I'm camping, as you know. I'm camping up on the main camping area, which on the weekends, especially bank holiday weekends, does tend to get a bit noisy. This is where I was for most of the time. Well, the second period of the time I was here last time. So last year I was sort of a few hundred yards that way through a gate and on. Eventually I moved to this spot here, of which I'm thinking of doing again. There's a bank holiday weekend coming up. Don't really want to be up the top. I mean, I'm okay with people about and, you know, people enjoy themselves, that's fine. I'm more, like I said before, not particularly unsociable, but I do like my privacy, if you like. This is where I was pitched last time. So bear with me a second. I'm just going to walk on to the next possibility. I'll just show you that as well. So this is just around the corner from there. Not such a large area, but then it's just me and my tent, isn't it? So it doesn't really matter that much. Probably not here because put in the car somewhere. The tent could go there. These trees are a bit low, aren't they? And the car would always be on a bit of a slope. That's more of a slope than you can probably see. So where I was last time, let's go up here. Let's back across there. That's what I'm thinking of again. It's not 100% flat, but these are fields. So if I just walk around here, I think, yeah, so that's pitch 2, it says there. So stream, waterside pitch 2, that's 3, and it goes on to about 7 right across there into the next field. So there's obviously another considered pitch here that would then there. That's a bit open to the elements, I think, and as far as I know, there's a road going down there, so it's only a little country lane, but maybe not so good to be there. Let's just have a closer look to where I could be. This is actually quite nice. It's all, of course, all very close to the stream, so you've got the babbling brook, if you like. Don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, so this is pitch number 1. This is actually quite nice. Again, there's no problem with this one. There is absolutely no shade. That tree there has been knocked back, as you can see. Stream down there. It's all very nice. But again, where do I put the car? So the car would have to be parked there. The pitch roughly where I'm standing. It's not level, but it's okay. I'd have to rake that freshly cut grass out the way, obviously, first. Yeah, what do you think? So those are my options. I could go back to where I was originally last year. I'll see if I'm going to walk down there and I'll show you that. Like I say, we're back at pitch number 2. This has got, actually, oops, I got my foot in here. My leg does tend to give way on me. I don't want to be falling over. So you can see there's actually shade here. I quite like this. Yeah, this is called, there's several names. Stream pitch it says there it says river pitch, and there it says waterside pitch. We're all number 2, so it's obviously changed its names over the years. It's quite nice. Let's say we've got, if I put it there, we've got the shade of the tree. It is a slope, but there's a slope everywhere across here, really, I suppose. The car would just have to go there. Yeah, this is a good possibility. So this is walking back to pitch 3, where I was for the second half of last year. The reason I moved, I was quite happy where I was, but the reason I moved is that gate was going to be closed off and they had sheep in there for the last, it had been a couple of months I was here, I suppose. So the first 2 months I was across there, got away from here in the next field, and the second half I was here. So I remember being pitched up about there So in the afternoons you had got a bit of shade. I went for a job interview yesterday. The job I've more or less got. That's domiciliary care, so working in people's homes, going from house to house, or house calls, whatever you want to call it. So I wouldn't be here much in the daytime. So it doesn't matter. It used to matter that I used to work a lot of night shifts and I needed A, peace and quiet, and B, some shade. And the shade, as you can see there, comes as the day progresses. And when I used to get back in the morning, and if it was a sunny day, it would get a bit too warm in the tent. So I had got some tarpaulin on the back of it to try and create some shade, but it was still very warm in the tent. And the thing about a larger pitch like this, it's also very tempting for other people, which is understandable, to pitch pretty close to you. So I was pitched there, and I remember people pitching there where that tree is. I do remember that, and the car was always parked right there. So yeah. So this is the first pitch. This is the gateway. This is the first pitch you come through when you come through that gate. This is pitch number 4. Again, probably the problem with this one, again, it's not level, but like I say, they never are. Let's have a look. It's quite nice. Again, there's no shade, but again, like I said, I'm not going to be sleeping in the daytime with my new job, so that doesn't matter. I just won't be here in the daytime. It'll be late evenings, very late evenings. Probably won't get back at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, maybe midnight, and I'll be gone again by 6 o'clock in the morning, so it'll be just to sleep really, I suppose. Then when I do get a couple of days off, I'm working every day, but a lot of days. If I do get like a weekend off or something, then I'm probably going to be travelling around, aren't I? Living in different places. So it's not really that important. I pitch, I suppose, but I do like to. I am here till at least the middle of October. So yeah, you've got to think of it as being my home. So this is the gate that was closed. To the other field, this was closed for the second half of the time I was here last year. This is actually a bit better for me now because I don't know if you know, probably told you, my left side of my body is pretty bad. I limp a lot. My left foot goes over all the time. I've got implants in there, carbon fibre implants, but still I'm struggling more and more. Now there's a slope, continual slope there, walking to and from, which I don't do that much walking, for obvious reasons, but I can walk in one way, so if you're walking from here now across there, I can walk that quite happily because there's a slope going up to your left. So that levels my foot out. If I'm trying to come back the other way now, which I just did, I haven't filmed it, but I had a hell of a trouble and almost toppled over a couple of times. So if we look down here, this is actually now, so that goes back up to the main campsite there, up there. Track, so it's all mowed down, basically to indicate where you can drive along, I suppose. So this is a larger pitch. I've seen this, so I wouldn't take this pitch, it would be unfair on others because groups of people sometimes with 2 or 3 tents, and this is excellent for that, you know. So what would this be? Pitch number 5, wouldn't it? It's very nice, it's a lovely pitch, nice and level, but like I say, I wouldn't be as cheeky as to take this one. Although, you know, I'm perfectly within my rights to, but I think it would be a bit naughty. You know, people there like that have done outdoor fires. The log's been there a long time now that people sit on. Yeah, as you can see, that's quite a large pitch. You can get a good 3, maybe 4 tents in there quite nicely, and they've had a lovely time, lovely weekend or week or whatever they're doing. I've seen people use this pitch a lot, so I'll steer clear of that one, it's only fair. So going along. So this is pitch 7. If my memory serves me correctly, this is where I was for the first couple of months. Yeah, this is where I was. So again, always by the stream. So this is stream pitch number 7. People also, you see this campsite's massive. It's 25 acres all told. People can pitch up the top there where it levels out. Bit breezy for me, because I'm here sort of permanent for a few months, you know. So yeah, goes along here. One of the best pitches now, which I'm seriously considering, if we walk along here, bear with me a second. So here's another possibility. It's not a numbered one, so it's not an official pitch, but you are allowed to pitch wherever you want. That's the whole point of this campsite. But some of them are numbered for people maybe to book. I don't know if they can book by phone or online, or they've seen the pictures. But this is quite nice. Look at the old tree come down there. It's a small pitch. It would be okay for my small tent. Not sure. Parking, yeah, next to it somewhere. So if we go here, the one I wanted to show you, again, I'm not the best of walkers, you have to bear with me because there's quite a slope here. So I'm trying to stay upright. Look at that. Now this is the only place, the only part of it where the fencing, actually got your bluebells through there and everything, where the fencing is the other side of the stream. So this is actually, I do like this. I think this is where I'm coming. So I don't know if I can zoom in maybe. I don't know if you can see that, but there's bluebells there. It's actually very nice, secluded. The track goes back up there. That track goes there all the way around the campsite, back up to the main area, which is way across there, beyond those trees. My tent at the moment, if you look sort of where that there, so the other side, roughly the other side of there is where my tent is now, give or take. Yeah, so there's the caravan that you've probably seen, which I stopped in for a week last time, a week and a half, and I'm pitched roughly there, the other side of that hedge. So this is a little bit of a nature reserve, if you'd like, so strictly private, no entry. So a bit of a nature reserve going on there. Very nice. And it follows the stream all the way. So I would be pitched here. This is actually quite level. Do you know what? I think this is where I'm heading for. And I've got to make my mind up before the weekend, because if we have more, it's another bank holiday. So people will be wanting to use this. So I basically, yeah, right by the stream. Look at this. Very nice, very secluded, very picturesque. So the tent would go there. Car, plenty of room, car by the side. Gazebo over the top. Plenty of shelter, plenty of shade. Yeah, I think this is where I'm going. Again, I know it's quite a popular one, popular-ish, not popular as some of the bigger ones down there. But, you know, obviously I have a right to pitch my tent as well. So that's what I'm going to do. This is probably going to take place tomorrow, so I'll be filming the process. Or some of it. It's hard to film when you're moving tents. So basically I've got to take the whole of the tent down, the gazebo down, everything out of the tent. So probably the first thing I'll do is take everything out of the tent, put it in the shower block, plenty of room in there, put everything in the shower block I take out of the tent, then come down with the tent itself. That'll take me a while to dismantle the tent, bring it down, put it back up here. Same with the gazebo, take it down, bring it back down here, put it all up, then go back up, fill my car up with all my equipment, all my stuff, all my cooking stuff and so on, everything I've got really is inside the tent. My biggest problem is my mattress. It's not a camping mattress, it's a real double mattress from a real bed. Now, my mate gave me this, Richard. We shoved it into the back of my car somehow, but we did. And when I got here, I just opened up the boot, it sprang out and I managed to pick it up, fold it with my bare hands, put it in the tent and it sprang into place. Now my problem now is, on my own, there's no way I'm going to get that into the back of the car. So somehow I think I'm going to have to put that on the top of the car, strap it down the best I can. Not quite sure how, I don't think I have that many bits of string or anything, but I'll think of something. Yeah, so that'll be the last thing I'll bring down is my mattress. So yeah, it's like I said, this is where I'm going to be camping. I've made my mind up, I think. If anybody has any suggestions or thinks, no, that other place looks better, you'll be ignored. So, this is where I'm going. So yeah, so there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. Bit of a walk around where I am. And like I say, like, subscribe, and I will show you tomorrow the process of taking it down maybe and putting it back up, and eventually you will be shown here sometime tomorrow morning. If the weather stays like this, that's when it's going to be done. So thanks very much. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will speak to you later. Bye for now.